Next question is you have to find out the moment of inertia of the given in this section. See here, the given section they have given the typical T section, okay, but little bit it is been projected here, okay, but it utterly it looks like similarly like T section, okay. So here they asked the cross section of a pre-stressed concrete beam, okay, it is a beam. Don't worry about all these things. For a civil engineering, you basic civil engineering students, you first year they don't know what is about pre-stressed concrete beam. Try to know that it is a just a section, okay. So as shown in the figure, calculate moment of inertia of the given section. Centroidal axis parallel to the top edge and perpendicular to the plane of the cross section. Also determine the radius of the gyration. So you have to determine the radius of the gyration k, okay, k you have to determine, okay, and you have to determine the moment of inertia, okay, two you have to determine, okay. First before finding the moment of inertia, what you have to do is first find out the centroid, okay. So centroid x bar and y bar you determine, okay. So if you determine centroid of x bar and y bar, then you can able to find out the I value. After finding the I value, then you can find out the k value. K is equal to root of I divided by a, okay. So this I it may be ixx or iyy, okay. So if you find out the moment of inertia in the x direction, moment of inertia for the in the direction of x, so it is ixx. So if you find out the moment of inertia in the y direction, it is iyy, okay. Iyy. So that's why you have to know that in which direction you have to determine. First you find out the moment of a centroid, that is x bar and y bar, and then after finding the this, then you centroid, then you find out the I value. Then after finding the I value, then you find out the radius of the gyration k. K is equal to root of I divided by a, okay. So for what is the x bar formula? That is summation of what is the x bar? X bar is equal to summation of area into y, okay. So sorry, the x, no, if it is a x bar means x1 y1 like that it will comes, okay. Divided by summation of area, okay. If you expand this, there is a three areas are there, so cut the area here, okay. And you cut the area here, okay. So you have to cut like this and you have to make a area, okay. Area 1, area 1, area 2, area 3, okay. So three areas you will get it. Based on this you have to further carry on, okay. So this one a1, so if you expand that, a1 x1, a2 x2 plus a3 x3 divided by area 1, area 2, area 3, okay. Just remember this formula, okay. Remember this formula and just expand, keep on expanding, okay. So area 1 is 250 into 250, okay. So we'll see. Now I will find out the ixx. Here it is been written, okay. So it is written here ixx. So ixx is equal to, I told it is the formula of I into, see here, ix plus a into r square, okay. So I will write this equation as I plus a into d square, okay. So distance square, but textbook they use as r square, okay. So don't worry about that, okay. You take only this, okay. Ixx is equal to, this is what ixx is equal to, ixx is equal to I plus ad square, okay. So each first section you take, this is for the first section, second section, and for third section, okay. This one, so first section is here, you see here, first, second, and third, okay. It has been cutted here, this here and here it has been cutted. For section first section, bd cube divided by 12, so b it is been taken in this direction, okay. For ixx you have to take this one as a b and this one this direction as d, okay. This direction as d, 250. Okay. So B it is 120 to 125 plus 125, it is 250. Okay, from here to here it is 250. 250, the depth here to here it is 250 also. Here also it is 250. Okay, so it is given in the question. See here, the height from here to here it is 250, from here to here it is 350, thickness here it is 100. Okay. So here here to here it is 250. Okay, so here to here it is 350, so I will write it here. Okay, so here to here it is 350. Okay. So here to here it is 100. Okay, remember, so it is 250 by 250, so you can, it is a perfect square, so 250 into 250 cube divided by 12, so that is what it has been written here. Okay. See, you can see now here 250 into 250 cube, 250 into 250 cube divided by 12. Okay, so that is I. Okay, this one for the first section, this I is over. Okay, next you have to take area and d square. So whatever 250 into 250 written now, you forget cube here, so whatever you written here b and d, just you write it as it is. Okay, see here, whatever you written here and here, you just copy these two numbers. Okay, you put it in area bracket, that is area. Okay, this will be the area. Okay. So next d you have to determine. So whatever, see here, the centroid will exist here exactly, so mid. Okay, if it is a square means exactly it will occur at mid at 125. So you have taken reference axis, this one as the reference axis. Okay, so here the reference axis from center to here, so wherever it is existed center, so from the center of that section to the reference axis distance you have to take it. So center of this section will exist here. Okay, so it is 125. Okay. But for that one you have to determine. So the perpendicular distance, whatever it is there, that one you have to take it. Okay, that one you have to take it and find it. But before going that, so let me try to solve the centroid. Okay, see here, when you cut the section here and here, so if you cut it here and fold it like this, see here, you fold like this, whatever the section is there here, half of that, if you fold like this, it is prismatic. So you are folding in the x direction, so it consider this is the x-axis. In the x-axis section is lying here. Okay, if you fold like this, so whatever the section is there, if you fold like this, you are folding in the x direction. Okay, so consider this pencil is an x-axis, so in the x-axis the section you are cutting and you are folding, so you are doing in the x-axis, so it is symmetric in x-axis. Okay, so that's why the centroid x bar is exactly lies in the in this center only. Okay, no need to determine centroid. X bar, whatever x bar is there, no need to determine. Okay, so only you have to determine y bar. The reason is here, if you cut it, so center, consider if you come, it will comes here, means if you fold like this, so you're folding in the y, because this is the y, pencil is y axis, means folding in y axis, so y bar you are finding. What is that? You are finding y bar. Okay, y bar is an unknown because it's not a prismatic. If you fold like this, so it will not be exactly similar. Okay, so but if you cut here exactly at the exactly center, if you cut it and if you fold it, it will be prismatic. Okay, so that's why your x bar you should not to determine, only y bar you have to determine. So y bar determination, so it is just a formula, y bar is equal to some that one for y1, sorry, area 1, y1, the three areas is there, so that's why. Okay, area 2 y2 plus area 3 y3. Okay, so that divided by area 1, area 2, area 3. Okay, so three areas you have to take it. Okay. So this is, so area 1, area 2, area 2, area 3, y1, y2, y3. Okay, so area whatever it is there, 250 by 250, write it, that is it has been written here. Okay, I will show here. Okay, area it is there 250 by 250 it has been written. Okay, first I will all take the areas, then I will go for the rest of the things. Okay, from here to here it is 350, the length it is 350, the dimension whatever the thickness is there. Okay, so thickness it is given in the question. Okay, it is 150 by here it is 150 by 350. Okay, so 150 by 350 is an area A2, it is 150 by 350. Another is 1000. Okay, 1000 into 100. Okay, you can see here thickness it is 100, height the length it is here thickness is 100, the length it is 1000. Okay, so area A3 is 1000 into 100. Then rest of the things is only y1 y2 y3 you have to take it. So you see here y1 is the center. So this is the reference axis for the first section. The center will comes exactly here. The height is 250. So 250 divided by 2 is 125. So from here to here distance is 125. Okay, so now the second section lies from here to here. Okay, this height is 350. 350 divided by 2, 350 divided by 2 is 175. Okay, so from here to here the distance is 175 centroid. Okay, from here only, because it is divided by 2, no, base of the second section is here. Okay, that's why 175 from here. Okay, so 175 from here to here. Okay, center will lies from here to here it is 175, but from here to here it is 250. So 175 plus 250, where is the 250 means here. Okay, this length is 250. Okay, so wherever the centroid is exists, from there to the reference axis. So this is the x-axis, this x-axis there, no, that is the reference axis. So center to reference axis distance you have to take it 250 plus 175 is there, you have to add it together. So 250 plus 175 it is 325, 425. Okay, 425 is the D2. Okay, see here whatever the year first is 125 which we have taken. Okay, so that you have written 125. So second is 425. How means 175 plus 250 it is 425. Okay, so that's why it is 425. So next one is third one. Let me see here. The centroid of the third section will exist here. So from here to here, from the bottom of this this distance is, so here it is how much. So this is from here to here it is 350. From here to here it is 250. 250 plus 350 is 600. 350 plus 250 is 600. So this depth is 100. 100 divided by 2 is 50. Okay, center will exist at 50. Okay, so 600 plus 50. So from here, whatever the point is there now here, from here to here distance is 650. How you got means from here to here it is 250. From here to here it is 350. 250 plus 350 plus this depth is 100. So that divided by 2, central will exist at here. Okay, so that 100 divided by 2 is 50. Okay, so here 250 plus 350 is 600. 600 plus 50 is 650. So that's what this value. Okay, so that is the total length. So here D3 is 650. So you've taken D3 as 650. Okay, so that's what every whatever y1 y2 y3 is there now. So that is a distance, perpendicular distance. So where individual center, every section whatever it is there, so that individual section center to reference axis distance you have to take it. That's all. Okay, so that is y1 y2 y3. Okay, I simplify this, then after simplification you get 442.44. okay, so that's what here distance. See here the distance it is here now 442.44. okay, so from the reference axis, so whatever y bar you got, that is the perpendicular y axis distance. Okay, the centroid you got here was the one centroid, and this is the another centroid in the x direction, centroid in the y direction. Okay, so here exactly centroid of this section it is existed. So from here to here it is 442.44. okay, so that is in mm. That's what the distance. Okay, y bar whatever you determine, so that is y bar you got 442.44. so that is, so when once you have taken the reference axis here x axis means from here to here distance y, whatever the y distance you got, that is y distance is nothing but y bar. okay, that you have to take from this reference axis only, from here to here at an height of about 442.44 mm. you will get the centroidal x-axis. okay, centroidal x-axis you will get it. Same thing, but here also here there will be no need to calculate anything, it lies exactly here. okay, so joining of these 2 points, the centroid will exist exactly at this point. okay, so if you pivot a pinpoint to this section means it will get balanced exactly, it will not get floated. okay, it will be exactly balanced. okay, so that's what the centroid. okay, next whatever you have to find out the ixx and iyy. okay, so ixx you have to determine means, so what is the formula? Ixx is equal to I plus a d square. okay, first, so first area, what is that? I1 plus a1 d1 square. okay, area 1 d1 square. okay, so like that. So similar same to like that for the second area, it will be I2 plus a2 d square. For the third area it will be I3 plus a3 into d3 square. okay, so for everything you have to take it. What is this? I1 I2 I3 is nothing but bd cube divided by 12. okay, so it is a rectangular section, so that's why you have to take it bd cube divided by 12. okay, so this is the general formula, you have to take this one. okay, so I for first section, so take it one by one. okay, so see here. okay, so for the first section it is here you can see here 1 to 125 plus 125, it is 250. here also the height also it is 250. okay, this one also 250. okay, don't forget from here it is 250. okay, so here from here to here. okay, so it is 350. okay, now what you have to do is that I1 a1 into d square. so I is nothing but bd cube divided by 12. so 250 into 250 divided by 250 into 250 cube divided by 12. so this height is, so you have to take it this one as a b. okay, when you are taking x-axis, so this direction. okay, this direction as depth. okay, so this one as a d you have to take it over 250 into 250 cube divided by 12. so that's what it has been written here. okay, so you can see here now, first one 250 into 250 cube divided by 12. okay, so here okay, here 250 into 250 cube divided by 12. so whatever you have written here 250 into 250, the same cube you leave it. so whatever it is there 250 into 250 is the same thing here, you copy it. okay, so next is d cube. D distance you have to determine. so d distance, d is nothing but what? so centroid of first section, this is the first section centroid is exist here. so from centroid to reference axis distance, so that distance is 125. how you got? so total height is 250 divided by 2 is 125. so every time either rectangular section or a square section you divide it by 2, because exactly at the center it will lies. okay, centroid will lies at exactly of the centroid of the rectangle section or a square section, it will lies exactly center. okay, that's why either length or depth you divide it by 2, there only you will get the centroid. okay, so here the distance the perpendicular distance is nothing but the centroid, the center, this point of center is first sectional area centroid. from here to reference axis distance is 125. so this is the d. okay, so that d you write it as here. okay, the first area is there now. yeah, sorry, 1 minute. So that is for the center, you have to take it See here, that is for the centroid. So next, see here, one thing I will tell you. So there is a moment of inertia, there is a formula, I is equal to I 1 plus a into d square is there. Okay, so this one, this is bd cube divided by 12. This is bd cube divided by 12. You can write it. Okay. So this area also you can write it, no problem in this. Okay, so whatever you written here, the same thing you can write it here, but the problem is here. Okay, so d is a problem. So how to find out that, I will tell you. See here, so whatever the given section, see, consider, so this is the different section, just I'm giving for an example. Okay, so consider this is the t section. Okay. T section, let me take not T section, I section, I will take it. Okay. This is the I section. Okay, consider centroid is exist here. Okay, this is the centroid line. Okay, this is the centroid line. This is the centroid line, you got it. Okay, so in this, this is the centroid. Okay, don't forget. So this is the centroid. You calculated the x bar, no, sorry, y bar you calculated, no, here y bar you have calculated, no. So you have taken this as the reference axis. So whatever the distance you have taken, no, this is y bar. Okay, y bar distance, whatever, consider some distance, what x is the distance. So y bar, consider you have taken 450 mm you got by the answer. So y bar is nothing but a1 y1 a2 y2 a3 y3, like that you have calculated, no. So after the calculation you got this answer, you got this answer 450. So that 450 is the distance from the reference axis from here to here, the height is 450. Okay, so now you have to determine this d, you have to determine this d, you have to determine now here. So how to find out this d? Okay, so what you do is you take this section. Okay, this typical section. So this is the typical I section. Okay. So in this, for this one is a one separate rectangle. Okay, so another is, this one is the another separate rectangle. Okay, this is the separate rectangle. Okay, so this is the another separate rectangle. Okay. Now whatever the given section is there, okay, this given section I will divide it one by one separately. Okay, see here, this is the line. Okay. For this is the first section, this is the first section, so this is the second section, so this is third section. Okay. Okay. So first section is arises here. Okay, this is the first section. Okay, so consider this depth is 100 means. Okay, so this okay, this is the 100 means center will exactly exist at the 100 divided by 2. Okay, so it is center will lies exactly at 50. Okay, here it will lies. So d is the distance is, so this is the centroidal line. Okay, don't forget, this is centroidal line, centroidal line x. Centroidal line, what is this line, what is this is here. So whatever the here distance is there, no, x. Okay, this is reference axis x, but this is the centroidal line. Okay, x bar which you have determined now, y bar, so x distance, so that is the xx. Okay, centroidal x-axis. Okay, so this is the centroidal x-axis. So center of this section, so this is the rectangle section, center of this section lies here. So from here, so here to here distance is there, no, so this distance is d. Okay, this is the for the first section. Okay, so same thing the second section also, see, consider exactly the second section lies exactly on top of it. Okay, so consider it will go like this. exactly here. Okay, exactly lies here. So consider this height is 600. Okay, this height is 600, right? Okay, this whatever the second section is there. Okay, the second section. Okay, so this second section height is 600. So center will lies exactly at 300. Okay, for this section. Okay, center will lies exactly at mid. Okay, mid means that is nothing but here I'll show you what does that means. 600 divided by 2. Okay, so that is 300 mm. Okay, so from here to here exactly 300. So either you come from here or here, exactly at 300 mm the center of the second section will lies. Okay, so this is CG of the center of the second section, but the what is the distance? So where the center of that section to the centroidal axis distance, so this is the D. This is the D. Okay, in other words, if you want to explain means, so consider the center of the section, any section lies above or below, so that distance you have to take it as D. That's all. Okay, so whether the centroid, whatever the centroid of any section lies, this is the centroidal axis. Okay, this is the centroidal axis. This centroidal point of any section lies above the x-axis or below the x-axis. The distance you have to take it as D. Okay, so here the centroid will lies here. Okay, so this is the centroid axis. From here to here distance, okay, that is D. Okay, so third one is here. Okay, this will be on top of it. Okay, this is the third section. Okay, third section, if this is the thickness is, consider this is 100. Okay, this is the 100. So centroid will lies exactly at 50. Exactly at 50. Okay, so this is the centroid point. Okay, so centroid D is what? D is the for the third section. So this is the third section. For third section, centroidal distance is from the reference from the centroidal axis to the center of the third section. So center of the third section lies here. From here to the distance to the centroidal axis. Okay, so this is D3. Okay, so this is D2. Okay, so this is the distance. Okay, this is D1. Okay, so that's what. So wherever the center of that any section will comes, from there to centroidal axis. So whatever the distance, from here it is here to here. Okay, so here it is, the centroid will exist here. So from here to here you have to measure. Just either the centroid points lies above the x-axis, above this centroidal axis, or below the below this axis. Just you measure the distance. So that is D. Okay, but here see here this section also the same example I'm taking here. Okay, you can see here the first section is 125. So that's what you have written here. Okay, 125 sorry, you have to, this is this centroidal axis. So wherever the centroid is there, from there to centroidal point, from there to centroidal axis, you have to find out the distance. So from here to here it is 125. So from here to here it is 442. So this length minus with this length, if you minus, so you will get the this length. Okay, see here the total length here it is 442 minus with this length, if you minus, you will get this length. Okay, you need the distance from the center to reference axis, the centroidal distance. Now here the center of the first section lies below the x-axis. So this is the centroidal axis. So center of the first section lies below. Okay, So next one, G1, wherever I have written G1, G2, G3 now, that is the center of individual section. Okay, G1 is the center of the first section, G2 is the center of the second section, G3 is the center of the third section. Okay, so G2 also lies below the this centroidal axis of XX. Okay, so that's why first one you have to third one also like that also, individual center you have to take the distance. Okay, so here the distance from the center of the first section to the centroidal axis is from here to here you have to measure. So you know that from here to here it is 125, but from here to here it is 442. Okay, just minus it. Okay, so I will repeat once again. Okay, first you have to take the difference. D is nothing but what? D is nothing but the center of the individual section to the centroidal axis distance you have to measure. So this distance you have to measure. So this is D1. Okay, so this distance you have to measure. To measure this one, you know the complete length is 442. So minus with this. Okay, this length is 125. This length is 125. If you minus this length, okay, like if minus, you will get this length, that is D1. Okay, so 442 minus 125, if you do that, you will get it 317. This is 125. Okay, so 317.44. okay, so that's what here it has been written, 317.44. okay, got it? So nothing, just you take the center of that section to the centroidal axis distance. Okay, so that is over. First section centroid D1 is over. Okay, got it? Clear? So here to here distance you have to take it. Okay, second section you observe it. So second figure here you have to find out from here to here. Okay, reference axis, the centroidal reference axis is here, XX. So centroid is exist G2 here. So you have to find out only this length. Okay, this length you have to measure. What is this length? How to find out? See here, from here to here it is 250. Okay, so from here to here it is 250. Okay, so from here to here it is 175. Okay, because the total here, the total length is here, from here to here it is 350. Okay, got it? 350. So here to here it is 250. Okay, so centroid will be 250 plus 350 divided by 2 is, see, they only calculated here. Okay, so no need to calculate here, only from here to here it is they are written 450, just minus with these two. Okay, I'll see here, you can see very clear now.